first interest was just that I wished it was something like that when I was at my last year of uni. That would have been fantastic. And second of all, I'm sort of at 10 years out of uni now, so it's about time I figured that I should start, taking on the mentor role rather than the mentee. I'm actually running the graduate program in our office down on the south coast in Wollongong, and we've got graduates in our office, so I like to pair up the graduates each with a mentor as part of the program, and we do graduate rotations, which is really great. So they've got a mentor through the process that helps them through all those experiences. I'm a woman in STEM, so my career is in science and engineering. We do a lot of engineering in our company, and it's definitely valuable. I think the women in our industry, it's not a huge dominance. It's getting there and it's growing, which is great, but it's still a lot of change coming through, and learning how to deal with that when it's a largely male-dominated environment and things like that. It's really good to be able to talk to other women who are going through those experiences.
What I thought I could offer a student was the opportunity to learn. I know when I went through uni, it was very difficult to be exposed to the industry and difficult to get experiences outside of university. So I felt that was the greatest benefit that I could give a student, was to give them some exposure outside of university and in the industry.
Well, one of the main reasons was because I wanted someone who actually had experience in the industry, and I wanted someone who was willing to share it with me. What I wanted out of a mentor or this program was to be able to find solutions or find problems that you don't necessarily know the answers to, and then see how they've solved it and perhaps adapt it to the situation that I would face in the future.
I think what I found rewarding the most for me was being a mentor, essentially. Like, I'm in a situation at work now where I am more in the senior end of the staff in the office, dealing with younger staff and having them come to you for different opinions and trying to help them and give value to help them, move into the next steps and things like that. So it was really good talking to a graduate and helping them with, how they can go about trying to get into the job that they want.
Just that opportunity to give back. I think it's really important that people in the industry do give back to those coming in, because that's what is going to drive us in the future. It was also great for me. It was a learning experience too. Meeting my mentor was great fun, and he taught me some stuff too, which was really good.
It was making the human connection, because when you work in groups, you have maybe 5 people or 6 people that you work at a time. But when you go into a workplace, there's a larger number of people that you have direct impact over, and your decisions have an impact over. So that is something that I've learned through this program, and also learning how to negotiate and influence people in a way that you're still trying to achieve the outcome that you want, and not necessarily trying to push them to deliver that outcome, but in a way that is both beneficial for you as well as them as well.
Go for it, really. Don't hold back. I think as long as you kind of set the boundaries in the first meeting as to what you want to get out of it and how to approach it, people are pretty open and receptive. If they're in the program already, they're going to be there to help you and guide you. So yeah, go for it and try and get the most out of it.
It is a little bit of work, but it is very rewarding too. So be prepared to put some time in. And I think it's really good to be available for your mentee.
I would definitely say take the time, because it is a wonderful opportunity, because you get to learn from someone who's already had the experience, and this is not necessarily something you can learn from books or just by watching videos. You actually can engage with them and learn how they've solved a variety of different problems, and it's definitely something that will come to be very beneficial when you go into the workplace, knowing the knowledge, and also at the same time you make connections with people. So in my case, I had a mentor from an engineering background, so I found that very useful, even though he was not from the same field of engineering. But what I learned was that what you've learned throughout the degree can then be applied into different fields, and this is something that you don't necessarily get from just attending class. I would definitely encourage anyone to take part in the program.